Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency faucets and 2025, with the main question being, are cryptocurrency faucets still worth it? Are they still profitable? And should you be using them here in June of 2025? So while I'm going to be looking at just one site and using it as an example in today's video, I do want to make sure to let you know that I have hundreds of videos on cryptocurrency faucets across all types of coins, not just Bitcoin, but many meme coins and smaller coins that you may not even know faucets exist for. So I highly recommend subscribing, checking out those other videos, and if you have a site that I haven't mentioned that you'd like me to take a look at, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. So, before we dive into the video and the site for today, I do want to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this, skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into today's faucet and just overall crypto faucet principles. So, as you can see, crypto's down to a total market cap of 3.26 trillion, which is almost 2% down today. Of course, the top 10 are going to look pretty similar to that overall market dip. So as you can see here, Bitcoin down 2.35%, Ethereum 2.3%, XRP a little over 3.25% there, Binance Coin just under 0.5% down. Overall, lots of dropping prices. Now, of course, in cryptocurrency, we don't want to see the prices go down across the board. It doesn't matter if you are all in on Bitcoin or all in on Solana or any of the other over 12 million and up to 17 million cryptocurrencies. You never want to see the prices go down, but when it comes to crypto faucets, lower prices are actually better. And you might be thinking, well, what's the point in that? We want to be making money, we want crypto to be going up, of course. But with the point of faucets, at least the way I look at faucets, is to build my crypto holdings passively, free, and easily. Now, when prices drop, you actually earn more cryptocurrency. And the reason for that is many faucets pay out on a pegged certain USD, dollar, whatever fiat currency you transact in, it's pegged to a certain value. So to make the analogy here a little easier, if Bitcoin was $1 and the faucet that we were looking at pays out $1 per hour, you could earn 1 Bitcoin per hour. That's pretty awesome. But if Bitcoin doubles and goes to $2, of course, you're pretty happy because all those Bitcoins sitting in your wallet are now double the value. But when you go to claim from that same faucet, you're still earning $1, but you're only getting half a Bitcoin. So if your goal is to truly build up and earn as much crypto as possible, you actually benefit in terms of faucets when prices are a little bit lower. So with that said, let's dive into today's faucet. Now, I've chosen to talk about Final Auto Faucet, or the Dutchy site, Dutchy Corp. It goes by a couple different names, and the reason for that is this faucet has a ton of different coins that you can claim. Starting off here, I guess they're all listed up here. I thought there was a better way to look at them here, but as you can see, there are a ton of different cryptocurrencies that you can claim from. So very, very cool. Not just Bitcoin, but some of these smaller coins out here. They've got like Render, Quantum, Optimism here, just kind of looking at some of these other ones that, maybe I don't even recognize all of these ones on here. So that's what's really cool about this. And as you scroll down, you can see that this is an auto faucet. So not only are they giving you the option to earn, I think it's over 80 coins here on the site at any given time, but it's also passive in that once you've built up some Dutchy points, which we'll talk about how to do in just a minute, you can set this up on any device that connects to the internet. It doesn't have to be a Windows computer. It doesn't have to be a desktop. It doesn't even have to be a very new desktop. As long as the computer or device that you have connects to the internet, this will work because it's a web app. So you can do this on a mobile phone, Android, Apple, Mac, Windows, Linux, desktop, PC, Chromebook. It works across the board, which is huge, especially if you're just getting started in crypto and don't want to spend money or don't have a nicer gaming computer or mining computer to get started. Now, you might be thinking, well, how do you earn these Dutchy points? Well, if you come up here to the Earn Dutchy section, you can see that there's a ton of different options. Now, I'm going to be focusing on just a few today, but looking down the list here, I'm going to give a quick highlight over everything there is. We'll be diving a little deeper into offer walls, but there's things like surveys, downloading apps, signing up for websites, watching videos, things like that, but we'll dive into that probably a little bit deeper here in just a second. If we take a look here at micro tasks, as you can see, kind of similar. They've got a couple different things like a website sign up, and some of these give you Dutchies, some of them give you space token, which is the coin specific to this site. So as you can see, there's a ton of different things to do. This one's mobile app install. It's similar to the offer walls, which we'll take a look at in a second. There's pay to click wall, which is basically just clicking advertisements. Now with these, I do always recommend have a good ad blocker, good antivirus. These are taking you off the website, so I usually don't recommend these, but I do want to mention them because they are here and can be good for building up your Dutchy points here. They have surf ads, which again, fairly similar. You're just kind of letting it run here on the advertisement, as it does its payout up here at the top. This is one of the most passive ways to earn Dutchy here on the site. It's not the most passive and it's not the highest paying, but again, if you have a computer that's already connected to the internet, you could just let this go in the background. And as you can see, I went ahead and I can go ahead and click submit here, and I just got 39 Dutchy points, and it auto refreshes back into that, a new ad here. So again, this one was a little bit quicker. Just like that, I can submit and got 30 for that one. So let me go back here to the main page. So they have space bonuses, so if you hold and stake some of their space coin, you'll get bonuses. Dutchy roll, basically just like a regular faucet, you get a certain amount of Dutchy points. Coin roll, again, similar just for coins. Short links, which again are fairly similar to pay to click, so always be careful. You never know where those links are going to take you. They do have some games, staking, social jobs. You can actually GPU and CPU mine and get paid out in Dutchy. They have contests, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. And then they have level and loyalty bonuses, which we'll talk about the leveling bonus here in just a minute. But my all-time favorite way of earning here is in the offer walls. So when you come into here, you can see they've got a ton of different ones here. The two that I'm going to recommend are Lootably and Cheddar TV. Now, if you're not familiar with either of these, basically what they do is take you to another website that's similar to YouTube. You watch short videos and you actually get paid out in either Loot TV points or Cheddar TV points. Now, what's cool is you can actually run both of these at the same time, doubling up your earnings on the same computer. And basically, once you set that up, you can set it and forget about it. You don't have to come back and check it, other than just to make sure that it's online, it's still watching, it's still earning, and eventually to convert your points back over to Dutchy. Now, the reason that I recommend this strategy so much is that this is the most passive way to earn cryptocurrency. I can personally say I've used this strategy for probably 6 or 7 years now, and I've been able to get paid out several times here on Faucets, building up my auto faucet points, then converting it into cryptocurrency, and all in, I would say I spend maybe 10 minutes a month maintaining that system. So very, very cool. That's my highly, highly recommended preferred way to earn Dutchy points here on the site. Now, I did also want to take a second to look at the contests. As you do different things here on the website, you actually earn kind of entries into their contests depending on how you're doing. So as you can see, the more Dutchy you earn, the higher your extra bonus reward would be. And in terms of the weekly offer wall contest here, you can win up to an extra 10 million Dutchy and 1,000 space tokens, which is really cool. So if you're already here on the site, you're already using the offer walls, earning cryptocurrency, this is just a little bit extra on top of everything else. Now they do also have a daily offer wall contest where you can win up to 2.5 million Dutchy and 250 space token. And of course, these values, please double check these. If you're watching this video far in the future, these may have adjusted. They may be paying out more. They may be paying out a little bit less. But at the time of recording, it's a pretty good value here to see. As you can see, it's $90 of potential prizes and $330 on the weekly offer walls. They do also have a short links and a referral contest as well. Now, the final thing I want to talk about here, just in terms of boosting your overall earnings, and then we'll take a look at how much you can actually make with this site, is the leveling bonus. So as you do different things on the site, you earn experience points. As you level up, you can see that your level bonus goes up, giving you just more cryptocurrency per claim. So as you can see here, I'm currently level 276. I'm about 90% of the way to level 277. So if I scroll down here real quick, as you can see as I scroll by, every 10 levels, you get a pretty decent Dutchy bonus, basically multiplying your level by 10 and giving you that many Dutchies. So when I made it to level 270, I got 27,000 Dutchy points. When I made it to level 275, so every 5 levels, you get a 500 Dutchy bonus. In addition to that, you're also getting that higher increase in percentage towards your cryptocurrency earnings. If I scroll back up here, so reward bonus, you can see you get a certain amount added, which is just extra cryptocurrency on top of what you're getting. You get an offer wall bonus, basically multiplying that conversion rate that you get from any of the offer walls, not just Cheddar and Loot TV. And if you decide to withdraw using gift cards, you do start to get a pretty significant gift card discount as well. So with all of that being said, I just went through a very quick few key points here on the site. There are a ton of ways to earn. I have a full-length video, longer than this one. I think it was about a 45-minute video just going through all of the different earning potential avenues here on the site. And what's really cool is if you really like the idea of Loot TV, Hideout TV, Cheddar TV, all of that through the offer walls, but also want to do surveys or short links or pay to click, you can do those at the same time. It just helps you earn faster. The reason I so strongly recommend the Cheddar TV and Loot TV is because of how passive it really is. So that doesn't mean you can't also look at some of these other ways of earning here on the site as well. Now, finally, I want to finish off with the claim rates. So coming into here, as you can see, the base rate is going to be listed here in this second column, and then because I have that 13.8% bonus, you can see that with being level 276, this is the bonus that I am getting. So when it comes down to the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, of course, is a very small amount of, crypto because of how expensive it is. So you're getting just the one Satoshi, and it's actually costing you a little bit more Dutchy. So what I want to do, just to be a little bit more fair, use a coin that everybody's familiar with, Dogecoin. For every Dutchy point, you are getting 1,672 Dogecoin Satoshis. Now, you can set the claiming to claim pretty frequently, all the way up to, I believe the longest amount is every 10 minutes. So, I think it's 1 minute is the shortest time frame. So you can be getting, 1,672 Satoshis every minute. So if we just quickly take 1,672 and we multiply that by 60, you can see you're getting about 100,000 Dogecoin Satoshis per hour, and if we multiply this by 24, you can see that it is, about 0.24 dogecoin per day. Now, you might be thinking that's pretty small, but when you remember that all of this is kind of compounding on top of each other, this is just the base claim rate. So as you start to do other things here on the site, you can earn more cryptocurrency. Now, the question is this worth it? In my opinion, crypto faucets are absolutely worth it. I've been using faucets since 2015. I've built the majority of my crypto holdings through free passive earning sites like this one. Final Autoclaim, I've personally been using this site for probably 6 years. There are other faucets that I've been using for 10 plus years, and they all are great. They all have pros and cons, but if you are truly looking to build your crypto holdings without having to put your money into it, these are the best ways to do it. So if you have money that you would be able to invest, but you're just worried about crypto going down, you don't want to lose your hard-earned money, use sites like this. You put your computer to work when you're not using it. If you're at work, if you're asleep, your computer's just sitting there. Set it up to earn for you, building your holdings through passive sites like this. And what's really cool about this is you don't have to worry about spending a ton of money on GPUs, a ton of money on electricity to run mining rigs. This is a very passive way that can all be done from a cell phone or an iPad or a tablet that uses just a few watts of electricity every day. So with that being said, the link to Final Autoclaim is down in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, please make sure you subscribe to Bitcoin Tips. It really helps us out, and there's a ton of videos here on the channel about different faucets. If you really like the idea of auto faucets, there's probably 5 or 6 that I use daily to build my holdings, but I also have a ton of other faucets out there that aren't necessarily auto faucets, but still allow you to passively earn cryptocurrency. So make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out and allows us to provide these videos for free here on YouTube. And if you're looking to support this channel a little further, we do also have the channel memberships and super thanks options down below, which of course any support in that area is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.